it's Nikki and I'm here today with the easiest makeup routine ever. It is going to be my no makeup routine. This is perfect for back to school. It's perfect for anyone that works. I do this in the morning before work a lot when I don't want to put on foundation, and you guys, it's seriously the easiest thing and it turns out looking so pretty, very glowy and dewy and wonderful. There's like 5 steps in it. You're gonna love it. So before I get into the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna start uploading way more regularly now. I promise this time. I know I say that a lot. But I really want you guys to stick around and follow me on Instagram too so that we can be friends and you can say hi. But I'm going to stop rambling and jump into the video. Alrighty, I brought this a little bit closer up so you can see what I'm doing, but the first 2 steps of this look are actually not makeup, they're skincare. I always personally feel a lot more confident to do this type of makeup routine when I have clear skin. Obviously, not everyone has clear skin and that's totally fine, but I think finding a skincare routine that works for you is super, super important and something that I've been focusing on. So what I'm gonna start with, and I'm actually not sure if this is the right order, so someone please correct me if I'm doing these first 2 steps out of order, but I'm going to start with this Grace and Stella Rose Spray. It's Hydrating Rose Facial Spray. I got this in my FabFitFun box and I'm obsessed with it. I've been using it pretty much daily, so just gonna give it a nice little misting. Ugh, the only problem with this is that the top is kind of hard to squeeze and it scares me. Oh my god, it's not squeezing, you guys. Got him. I just feel like for this look, I want a really dewy glow, and this kind of starts me off with that. So because I'm not going to be putting any foundation on, I do want to make sure that I have some type of SPF on my skin. Normally my makeup has it, but this time I want to make sure that I put on sunscreen. So I'm going to be using the Murad Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So this is from, whoa, the focus, hello. This is from their vitamin C line, which I absolutely love. I love Murad products. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my face. It smells so good too. It smells, I actually love the sunscreen smell, but this is like citrusy sunscreen. It's really nice. Alrighty, so my favorite part of this entire routine is concealer because I have really dark under eye circles and sometimes get weird pigmentation issues. So I've always been a huge fan of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the color 10 Fair. So what I'm gonna do is just pop this on my under eyes. The thing that I like about this concealer, especially for this type of makeup look, is that it's not too heavy. It blends in really nicely and it's not cakey at all. I know some of the more like Tarte Shape Tape, the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, those are really, really full coverage. So it's not gonna blend in nicely with your bare skin. So I'm just kind of spot concealing and just doing a little bit on my under eyes, and then I'm gonna blend that in with my damp beauty blender. Does anyone else kind of like to let their concealer get a little bit tacky before they blend it in? I don't know if that's just me, but sometimes I like to wait a little bit because I feel like it kind of sticks better. So the next product I'm using, I have a confession about. This is a Clinique blush in the color Iced Lotus. It's just a really pretty shimmery pink blush. I have had this for honestly probably since high school. I'm 99% sure my mom gave me this, and I haven't lived with her for 6 years. So kind of gross, kind of not, sorry, I don't know. Really all you're gonna need for this step is like an icy pink blush. You could also do like a shimmery coral blush, that would be really pretty, but I'm just going to put this on my cheekbones. Like I said, this is a very dewy look, so I like using a blush that has a bit of a shimmer in it, just because I feel like it blends in really, really nicely to the skin. So next up, I'm going to fill in my brows. I'm super picky about how my eyebrows look, you guys know this, but I'm going to try and fill them in a little bit lighter because the big, thick brows that I normally do won't look as good if I'm doing a natural makeup look. What I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Taupe. This is one of the pointy ends, and I'm obsessed with this eyebrow brush. What I do when I do my eyebrows is I brush them all up straight and then just use upward strokes to kind of fill them in. I also draw a line across the bottom to really get that specific shape that I'm looking for, but just very lightly, and then you can fill in with upward strokes. Sometimes people ask me where I go to get my brows done. I've always gone to Benefit, and I think that they do the best job, but they definitely prefer, they don't prefer, but I've noticed that what they do is the thicker brow look and definitely the more shaped one. So if this is the kind of look you're going for, definitely check out Benefit. All right, we only have a few more steps. What I'm going to do next is highlighter. You have a couple of options for this step. What I've been doing more is I've kind of been switching back and forth between a more subtle highlighter and a little bit of a brighter one. I've been using the James Charles palette recently, the highlighter that's in there, and that is not a subtle highlighter, it's a very bright highlighter. But the reason that I like it is that it's not a chunky glitter, so it blends in really nicely, and I find that it looks really pretty and doesn't stand out awkwardly from the natural look. So I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose and then down the bridge of my nose as well. And then I'm going to put some under my brow bone. And this is all with the Morphe M194 brush. I love this brush for applying highlighter. And then I'm going to put some a little bit on the inner corners of my eyes. Occasionally I'll add a little bit of white here too, just to really brighten up the inner corner. I also put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then last but not least, with the Morphe M501, I'm going to highlight my cheekbones. Wow. That's so pretty, you guys. I know there's a lot of controversy over this palette, but it's actually amazing, so sorry about it. I lied, that's not the last thing I do. I also put a little bit of highlighter on my forehead above my brows and then on my chin. I just want to look very, not shiny, but very glimmery with this look. And I think this is definitely more geared towards summer, but it really would work well for any season. And I think depending on what you do with your lip color at the end, it can kind of help switch up the season as well. Because I've done this with a light lip, a gloss that I'm going to show you, and dark lips. It looks pretty either way. Alrighty, next up is going to be mascara. I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. This is probably my favorite mascara of all time. The reason being is that it's really lengthening, and especially for this type of look, I don't want anything too clumpy. I want something that's going to be really long and pretty, and this is the exact mascara to do that. So with this, I usually just do a layer or a couple of layers on my top lashes, just because in the morning I'm always running late. Half the time I'm doing this step in my car on the way to work, but I will show you with a little bit of a light layer on the bottom lashes. I think that kind of looks prettier. Alrighty, we are almost done. So the next thing that I'm going to use is this Skin & Company Truffle Therapy Illuminating Skin Refresh Mist. It's Radiant Dew. Basically, this is like a dewy finish for your skin. I don't even know if this does anything. It's not really like a setting spray, but I like to mist this all over just to give me that extra little shine. Like I said, we're going for a dewy look here, gals and guys. So gonna spray that all over, some of that went in my mouth. This has a really nice kind of minty smell. I actually really like the smell of this. Alrighty, so the skin and everything is done. I just want to finish it off with a lip. What I'm going to actually use is just a regular old lip gloss. This is the Essence Shine Wet Look Lip Gloss in the color clear. There's literally nothing. This is just clear lip gloss. And this is so cheap, you guys. It's actually like $2, and I think it's just as good as any like Kylie gloss or anything. So save yourself some money and get this Essence gloss. Alrighty, so there you have it, the finished look all complete, and I will show you a close-up. Alrighty guys, so there it is, my no makeup routine, perfect for back to school. This is seriously the easiest thing ever. If you start getting good at it, you can do this in like 3 minutes. It takes me no time in the morning, and it's pretty inexpensive considering you don't have a lot of products to buy, but I think that it turns out pretty nice. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you do anything, you know, extravagant in the mornings, if you just throw on your clothes and brush your hair and get out of the house, I want to know what you guys do for your morning routine as far as beauty goes. But other than that, I will see you next time in my next video. I promise they're going to be coming regularly now, but I will see you guys soon. Bye!